7 years is a long time in the life of a franchise. James Wan's modest, low-budget shocker Saw was a surprise smash in 2004 and kickstarted one of the most profitable horror properties of all time. But by 2010, audiences were beginning to look elsewhere for their scares, and the final two movies, Saw V and Saw 3D, were the least successful of the lot. Lionsgate wisely parked the series, and the supernatural scares of the Paranormal Activity, Conjuring, and Insidious movies became the big horror franchise hits of the following decade. But nothing in the genre stays dead for long, and 7 years later, Saw is back. Jigsaw acts as both a sequel and reboot, which is smart given that many of its target audience of young adults may have been too young to see the original movies. So while it does continue the basic story, the ongoing legacy of crazy John Kramer, aka the Jigsaw Killer, it doesn't require any specific knowledge of the previous films. Which, given how ridiculously complicated they got by the end, is not a bad thing. The movie begins with a punchy cold open. A man named Edgar is on the run from cops, claiming that the trigger he holds in his hand will begin a series of new games if pressed. He is shot, the button is pressed, and in an unknown location somewhere, 5 strangers awaken. All have buckets on their heads, which are chained to a wall of spinning blades. A familiar voice emerges from speakers. It's John Kramer, Tobin Bell, supposedly dead for a decade, informing them that a new series of gruesome games is about to begin.